Hello.
So this is the part where we'd be opening the can or the bottle or whatever. But
My computer fell asleep on me, so
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna try to edit it in post or something.
Nah.
We'll
edit in the outtake. we'll just edit in the blooper.
Did it save the outtake?
Yeah, I did.
All right,
I
that's
think.
sick.
I'll have to look later.
I'll edit that in.
Anyway, welcome to Kotatsu, the talk show at a Kotatsu. We talk about anything and everything. Now, we had like 2 or 3 different ideas as to what we wanted to talk about today, but that all got thrown out the window.
Yeah. Real quick, I for one am upset that you didn't introduce who we are. These people are... Who the fuck are we?
Who are you?
What's your name? What is my name? I don't know.
My name's Jace.
Hello. I am Amped Hardcore Mayhem Dean.
Dean got his Spotify Wrapped, and now
Yeah.
he's referring to himself as
fucking
Mayhem Dean.
So it had this thing where it's like what music you listen to based on like the time of day. So it's like my mornings, kindness, lit, easygoing. My afternoon, gentle, easygoing and laid back. My nights, amped, hardcore, mayhem.
It's really funny.
the triality of how I got there is just spectacular.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. But yeah, jumping off what you were saying again, like we were debating what we wanted to do. We had a couple ideas, we were bouncing back. And then Smash World Tour happened.
Yeah, so anyone who's watching this, in case you haven't, at the time we're recording this anyway, in case you haven't heard about it, for whatever reason, Smash World Tour got shut down because Nintendo said "fuck you," basically. And from my understanding, because I know there was the, I almost said Kotatsu, the Kotatsu article that got released. Kotaku. That's what I was looking for.
I was gonna say Kotatsu's a table.
Kotatsu's a table. Kotaksu's the talk show, and Anyway, so
wow.
They released an article about the whole situation, and they made it, and they had said they had talked to a Nintendo rep about it, and they made it sound really confusing because they made it sound like Nintendo didn't actually ask them to cancel anything. But upon the people running Smash World Tour further kind of talking about it, what it seems like is that Nintendo basically told them that they can't run it. Basically what they said was they can't run it without a license, and then refused to give them a license.
So let's go from like the beginning of the timeline and how things worked.
By the way, actually, before we do that, today we are drinking Rebel hard coffee.
Yeah,
I'm drinking the vanilla latte version, and you're drinking the mocha.
I'm double fisting the Rebel hard coffee mocha latte, and then a Starbucks double shot mocha.
He might be dead by the end of this podcast.
We
don't know for sure.
So I think going back, we should probably start with Smash World Tour was first announced in like beginning of 2020, and then COVID happened, everything died. They still like were participating in like some online stuff, from my understanding. Online events were happening, whatever. Then 2021, when offline events started coming back, they were able to get a little bit of a circuit running and ended up hosting the championships. And so they did that without the license because they...
Keep in mind, also around this time was when they actually shut down the Big House, too. Because the Big House was running, I think, modded... I forget exactly what the reason was.
I want to say it was Frozen PS1 in Melee.
Something that Nintendo saw and was like, no, can't do that. Yeah. So, and they completely shut down Big House. They lost a bunch of money, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. So a couple of those events got shut down, but grassroots community gonna thrive through everything because sheer willpower and determination, honestly. And then 2021 finishes up. That's about the time frame when, they start planning for 2022, 2023. They get into contact with Nintendo again, and they're like reaching out and actually having like conversations.
I should also mention back in, I have to look it up because I think it was back in 2018. No, it wasn't that late. It wasn't that soon. I think it was.
Which one?
I have to look at fucking Panda's Twitter, which, by the way, we will get to them in a second too, because I have my own words about them.
What about Panda in this context?
They back when kind of in the time frame of what we were talking about, they had announced back in.
Or are you talking the Panda Doc?
The Panda Cup, yeah.
Oh, the Panda Cup?
Yeah.
Panda Cup got announced in like 21.
Yeah, so yeah, it got announced in May 26, 2021. So kind of in that same time frame
Yeah.
that they were figuring out the Smash World Tour and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And that of importance there, Panda like was one of their big advertising selling points was that they were officially partnered with Nintendo.
which you know came with a lot of skepticism, but also hope that maybe this was finally like the chance for us to actually be, you know, this bigger name esports that started from the bottom and now it's all the way, you know, up to where the like big esports like CS:GO and League of Legends and stuff like that is, because they actually had support of the parent company.
Right.
So we thought
that was like the cautious optimism there, and like I think at this point in the scene, Panda had done some sketchy stuff, but they were still like largely viewed as like a net positive overall, just because like the sheer influence they've had in fighting games, the amount of players that they've picked up and helped get them on the platform, all that stuff. So, but then there was starting to be some like leaks and stuff, and not even like leaks, just like word of mouth being spread that hey, maybe Panda isn't like the best of things, the best of companies, whatever. It was largely like kind of brushed under, swept under, kind of overlooked a little bit.
yeah, didn't really get talked about much, and then yesterday happened.
Yeah. So fast forward through, Smash World Tour 2021 happens, 2022 is going in full effect, Panda Cup's going in full effect, you know, both events kind of look like they're happening side by side, everything's happy, everything's cool, everyone is just kind of the understanding that this is awesome and this is going to end at the end of the year and it's going to be a good time, right? VGBC, on behalf of Smash World Tour, because they are the ones running SWT, let out a public statement saying, as of right now, Smash World Tour 2022 is canceled. We don't know what we're going to be able to do in 2023. We're going to, like, they immensely apologize to every single player that had made the plans to come out, because this was a complete blindside to them.
Which a lot of, I'm sure, especially with VGBC specifically, I'm sure a lot of people know that it's not like they wanted to do this, you know? Which in turn goes back to the Kotaku article. I got it right that time.
I'm so proud.
It goes back to the Kotaku article that was talking about how all that Nintendo said was that Nintendo didn't say anything about them not being able to run it, which is like sorry, my cat just knocked something out of the door.
Good job, Lulu.
Say hi to my cat, everyone. Her name is Lulu. She is my favorite.
She's adorable.
Anyway, so yeah, in that Kotaku article, the Nintendo rep was talking as if Nintendo didn't really say that they had to cancel anything. But then obviously, as we found out shortly after, Smash World Tour released like another statement that was like, "Hey, Nintendo didn't say that. Like they told us that we couldn't run it without a license."
Yeah.
Which goes back to my point before, where they didn't basically tell them to cancel it outright. They said you can't run this without a license, and we're not going to give you one.
Right.
So
and that kind of is like piggybacking off of that. 2021, they didn't have a license because they weren't in contact with Nintendo yet. Nintendo reached out to them, and they kind of came to an agreement and like, okay, so we'll close this out, and then we'll apply for a license so we can run 2022 and properly have all the correct channels set up.
And then comes to the best part.
Yeah.
Best part. So
this is where Panda comes in. Panda was the ones that had the license originally somehow. It's not really clear how they had it.
Now,
but
and keep in mind, Panda, even since Smash 4, back when they were still just called Panda Global, they've been like a huge figurehead in the community as far as like building it up and like signing a bunch of really cool players. I mean, throughout the years they've had Cosmos, they have ESAM, Mars, Wadi, but
even like extending outside of that in other FGCs, they've just been like huge in the sphere.
And which is why, you know, when people saw that Panda was going to be taking this opportunity to be the partnership with Nintendo, people initially were like, holy shit, this is huge. Like, this could be a really big thing for us. Little did we realize that this meant that the CEO of Panda, Alan, I think is his name.
Yeah.
was kind of about to go on a bit of a power trip because of that.
Yeah, he was trying to essentially like talk to events, and he was of the opinion for some reason. This is all according to the open letter from VGBC on behalf of Smash World Tour.
Yeah.
So Panda has yet to release their official statement. Should clarify that. But according to SWT, Panda Allen was trying to get events to be exclusive to Panda Cup. And he was essentially going to TOs and saying, hey, if you guys don't partner your event with us, you're liable to get shut down by Nintendo.
Yeah.
And kind of the overtone of that was, we will report you to Nintendo for not operating with a license, which is silly and egotistical and just generally kind of a dick move, because any attempts that anyone has made to contact Nintendo to say, hey, let us know, like, we want to work with you, has never been met with anything good. And this isn't just like an esports company thing. Fucking Red Bull was trying to work with Nintendo, and Nintendo got cold feet at the last minute and shut it down.
And I should mention, just because I wanted to look just to double check. As of recording this, Panda and Alan still have not said anything.
Yeah.
So as far as we are aware, they're still just keeping us anxious and waiting for whatever the hell is going to happen.
Yeah, we're still in the dark as to what their side of the story is. But jumping back into it, he was trying to get people to be specific to Panda Cup. A lot of the organizers either A, didn't understand why the events couldn't qualify for both, or B, had already like made agreements with SWT.
Yeah.
And there were some events that like did like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, we'll be exclusive to Panda Cup, this won't be an SWT, whatever the hell. Except for Beyond the Summit, right? BTS? Yeah. Beyond the Summit pushed back against Panda hard.
Yeah, Beyond, especially after the statement came out, BTS was one of the biggest, like, hey, we should do something about this, because it's ridiculous that Panda was even able to get away with all this.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's even crazier that they were able to get away with all this when, presumably, by the looks of things, no one in Panda knew about it. Like, the only person who seems to actually know anything about it is the guy who hasn't made a statement about it.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's like, to kind of like play devil's advocate on that point specifically, the players aren't going to know shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, you're not going to tell me that, you know, star NBA player LeBron James knows anything that's going on with like upper management and whatever team he's playing for. That shit just doesn't get trickled down to players unless they have a percentage stake ownership.
Exactly.
Which I don't assume any of the Panda players do.
Thinking about it, the only person I could think of that might would be Esam, but even he didn't know about it, so I kind of doubt it.
Yeah. So putting any of this on the players isn't fair. Don't take this as like a, you know, attack any of the Panda players. Attack Esam for being bald.
I was about to say,
not for this.
That being said, Esam catching strays is still the funniest fucking thing to me. I forget who tweeted it, but there was some guy who did like the when I have to kill Coney in the Panda War, and it's like the dude holding the gun crying.
Yeah.
But then he quote retweeted it with the same image, but he's like edited it to have him smiling. It says, "When I have to kill Esam in the Panda War."
Yeah.
It's like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but so like on that point, like I lost the train of thought. Fuck.
Well, anyway,
I had a good thought. Anyway.
But yeah, so this whole situation, the biggest thing about this situation is that this could, you know, I don't want to be doom posting, but I also want to be kind of realistic. This could be the end of the Smash community at like a national level, because like if Nintendo is going to have this strong of a grip on just events in general, and you know Panda's obviously not helping with that, we might just not be able to run big tournaments and stream big tournaments just because Nintendo says no. And that's disheartening, to say the least.
It's disappointing and tragic, because for a lot of people, like, this is something that, you know, going from all levels of like the Smash community, you either just found out about the competitive scene with the release of Ultimate and you're playing with your friends and you enjoy watching tournaments. You're sad that you're not going to be able to watch tournaments. You've been attending things for a couple years. You're sad that you're not going to be able to watch your favorite players on stream. You're afraid that you're never going to go to that major you've always wanted to go to. And yeah, you're sad that you're not going to have that to bond over. People have been playing since Smash 4. You're sad that this game that you've dedicated years of your life to is now potentially dead in the water.
Now,
people that have been playing since Brawl, you've lost your livelihood.
Yeah. Brawl and Melee.
Yeah.
They've been playing this game for decades and now at this point.
And I think the most tragic part about this is jump back to the first Ultimate Genesis. Was that Genesis 8, I think? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Genesis 8.
No. Genesis 7.
7.
Because Genesis 8 was the last one.
Right. So Genesis 7. Genesis 7.
Genesis 6? I don't remember.
Was whatever that first Genesis was in 2019.
Yeah.
Nintendo of America had signed on to that.
Yeah.
And they had tweeted out about it saying, hey, watch top 8 of Genesis. And it was cool. And it was we'd been chill all this time, and now out of nowhere comes it feels like all of this is coming from Panda for no fucking reason.
It's because Reggie Fils-Aimé left. I'll say it right now.
Honestly, that if that is legitimately what it is, because I don't know how much of a stake Reggie actually had in the Smash scene. I know he was cool with it. I know he didn't mind it and did go up to bat for it a little bit.
And it wasn't even that. He there that whole debacle between him and HBox where they were gonna duke it out at the championships or whatever. Yeah. Not only was that fucking hilarious, it was genuinely cool to see, the president of Nintendo of America be this into the Smash scene and recognize it as hey, yeah, this is legit. Also, along with that, when Smash Ultimate was getting released, having that top player invitational, obviously, some of those top players are,
yeah.
Anyway,
but the fact that happened,
not only the fact that it happened, but the fact that those players also got to meet Sakurai.
Yeah,
because Sakurai obviously knows it. Obviously, Sakurai has done some of his own things to kind of curb the competitive community sometimes. But especially in recent memory, it feels like he genuinely tried to do his best to help. The community, regardless of what you think about his patches.
Two big things that stick out to me are the creation of Small Battlefield, which he specifically made for Smash community, and during the Sephiroth presentation, he started talking about frame data and is most people watching this aren't going to care about frame data, so I'm going to leave that to the tournament players.
Exactly.
And it was cute little haha wink wink nudge nudge at those of us that care about frames and shit.
Which is why it's so sad that the old president of Nintendo of America, who obviously isn't the president of Nintendo America anymore, and then the guy who made the fucking game were the two biggest hey, this is legit, but everyone else they don't have any power in the situation.
Yeah. They either have the power and just don't know about it because, I actually don't have that much blame on Nintendo higher-ups in this situation. I think it's unfair to, put this all on Doug Bowser because running a company right now, especially holiday, rush season, whatever the fuck, he's got to be fucking stressed.
Yeah.
But, the legal team, whatever teams that are designated to deal with this kind of thing, whatever kind of, HR, PR, whatever, that shit is under a lot of flack.
Yeah.
But most of this blame should still be going to Panda for using Nintendo as the WMD.
Which brings me back again to talking about Panda, because I genuinely, especially in the last year or so, I've been watching a lot of Panda's content. I have friends who are in Panda. I'm friends with Josh and Jackie Peanuts. They're both huge, Josh is a huge figurehead at Panda, and Jackie is the head PG stats writer.
Yeah.
So
fuck, you were in a PG video.
I was in a PG video.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of their merch. I bought, I wanted to buy their adapter. I kept forgetting to buy it, but
at this point, thank God.
Yeah, thank God I didn't. And also thank God I didn't give into that Kickstarter for the controller, because that's never fucking happening anymore.
Yeah, no.
If you didn't already think that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. shout out to the parody Twitter account that is yeah, we kept the controller money, Lamau. I fucking love that account.
Yeah.
They made the I'll put this up in post, but they made the image of Mars and Waddy. He's we did what?
That was such a fucking funny image.
It carries the same energy as the Armada. Iran did what?
But yeah, just from seeing that from a company that I legitimately was like super supportive of, and I loved. Like I have a bunch of their sweatshirts still, and I have my Panda sweatpants too that were really comfy.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to throw them away now because I can't support that, especially when it's a community that I have, supported for the better half of my life.
Yeah. Saying that just kind of like reminded me of another esports company, Echo Fox. You know Echo Fox.
Well, I remember that Echo Fox debacle.
I was gonna say, do you remember like everything about that? Because I followed that shit
for the most part.
Yeah. So quick TLDR of that situation for anyone who doesn't know. Echo Fox was esports team funded by Rick Fox, who was former NBA. I want to say Golden State Warriors player or something
like that. Yeah.
He was multiple time NBA champion. Had huge investment in the scene because
I have this computer in front of me. So
he wanted to get into esports so that he could have a deeper relationship with his son, who was super into it. Had a League of Legends team, had COD teams, tons of FGC like Leo, Taquito, Mewtwo at some point. Like it was just huge into this whole. He was all in on esports, and then one of the chairs people. Was saying racist comments and like actively using slurs against Rick Fox and his family in a threatening manner.
Yep.
And the implosion of Echo Fox came at the hand of their League of Legends team when Riot Games was essentially trying to say like, "Hey, yo, stop doing racist shit. You got to kick this guy like out of power." And he tried to double down and say, "No, I have all the power." And then Riot said, "Okay, you're done." And then suddenly Echo Fox lost a ton of money. They lost a ton of their ROI, and then just dissolved shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, looking at like his Wikipedia page, I know, super reliable source. Fuck you, Wikipedia is great.
Wikipedia is reliable.
He was actually an NBA player for the Boston Celtics, the Lakers, and also played college basketball for the North Carolina Tar Heels.
That's what it was.
And then he was the owner of Echo Fox until he was also he was an actor.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in a couple
He was in Sharknado?
Wait. Yeah. Rick Fox is a G. Fucking love that guy.
Interesting.
But yeah, this whole Panda situation of like as this taking this sharp downhill turn is kind of vaguely reminding me of that situation, but not in the sense of the community is 100% behind them, in the sense of this is a beloved organization that is dissipating rapidly.
Yeah, and I think the most disheartening thing is to see like when this is all going down on Alan, the CEO's Twitter page, his like pin tweet is about the like original announcement of the Panda Cup, talking about how he was so happy that he finally got to the point where like he could, really grow the community and, make it like a household name out of just after coming from the grassroots and all this stuff.
Right.
But it's like, how much did you really care?
Yeah.
Like
how much is I wanted to grow the scene?
So how much is I want to make money?
Yeah. I want to grow the scene so I can slap the Panda logo in front of it and say, welcome to Panda Global Apex. Welcome to Panda Global Genesis.
And that seems to just be a common thing among like some of the most like power hungry people I've seen in like recent memory are heads of esports communities or heads of esports teams. It's the strangest thing because I know there was
fucking TSM Reggie, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
God.
Because who was it? Yeah, because there was the whole. I mean, I know TSM probably didn't know much about it, but when they paired with FTX, like that was a whole fucking thing.
There was
the guy who was filmed hanging out with
G2 Carlos.
Yeah. Who was hanging out with
Andrew Tate.
Yep. There was that whole thing. There's this whole Panda thing. There's HBox taking over Liquid. The biggest controversy.
Honestly, at this point, yeah.
Which it's hilarious to look at all these issues and think, wow, HBox being the head of Liquid is actually like the least bad thing that's happened recently.
And that's like 9 out of 10 bad. That's
pretty bad. You look at everything else that's happening, it's like, ooh, jeez.
Bro, top 10 worst things that have happened to Smash community: HBox taking over Team Liquid and ESAM single-handedly killing VGBC. Dude, like what the fuck, ESAM?
Dude, he can't keep taking the flack for that, bro.
No, he absolutely can and will.
I'm pretty sure So I'm pretty sure Issei made like 2 tweets on the The first thing he made was like, I just got out of a Metafile lesson.
Yeah.
And then he made another one that was talking about how he was like really disappointed about it. So I don't.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely, the thing I'm most curious about is to see obviously what Panda's response is to all of this, and then
the player's response.
what the player, because by far the most genuine and hilarious response I've seen so far is from TK.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you guys don't follow, you should. First of all, you should follow TK. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, TK Breezy for clarification.
Yeah. So he was sponsored by Panda for a while, and he worked for them and did a bunch of stuff for him and content and whatnot. And when this came out, I have to find the exact tweet because it was so goddamn funny.
I was gonna say find the tweet real quick.
Well, first off, I can tell you that he was. Someone found him on his stream filling out job applications. Which
is the single funniest thing that I think a Smash player has ever done, or like anyone in the Smash community has ever done. It's like,
yeah. So TK first quote retweeted the Smash World Tour and said, "Reading about this on stream now, but wow, this is rough." Then said, "Bro, I literally just got here. Your boy can't catch a break." And then the next tweet was, "I'll be the first to say, I'm not with that at all. I still would like to see a statement from Alan, but bro, God himself can't craft a statement strong enough to beat this."
Yeah.
So yeah, he basically just resigned right then and there.
And on that point, on that specific point, if this comes down to like, he said, she said,
Yeah.
I can say with like 90% certainty that Gimmer, Apostle, the VGBC guys, they're coming out on top if it's about he said, she said.
100%. 100%. Because the thing, right, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, was like, people saw the Kotaku article and were like, oh, does that mean VGBC and Gimmer were lying about the whole thing? It's like, do you really think they would intentionally cancel things just to be right about something?
And to follow up on that, they also released a follow-up post saying, no, Nintendo is like lying.
Yeah.
So they doubled down on their original statement.
Which, like, if they are lying, if let me clarify, if VGBC is lying about this, that is suicide.
Yeah. If they're lying, then like they're out of the community. BTS is in charge of everything now. But actually, no, because BTS is also like with them in like solidarity.
Yeah. So, but obviously they might not know is the only thing.
But like if that happens and they're like, doubling down with that, then fucking they're both gonna go the way of Clash tournaments.
Yep.
And we're gonna be left to deal with 2GG, I guess.
2GG doesn't even exist anymore.
So 2GG already went the way of Clash tournaments. It's like, who the fuck's gonna stream now?
Back to grassroots, baby.
Bravo Esports coming at it big.
Back to the underground.
Oh god. There's brought back memories of the fucking underground gaming. Backroom basement.
Bad.
Hey, UG had characters.
Nebraska locals.
I love that venue. It was such a dog-ass venue. It was awesome.
Dude, that's kind of how I feel about like a lot of our venues. Outside of like Dragon's Den is nice, but all right, I'm getting off topic. Anyway,
no, let's keep this tangent going. The worst venue I ever played in was it was called Sparta Games, right?
Sparta Games.
Yeah, it was this card game. Like it was multi-leveled. Top level was card game store. Pretty generic, exactly what you'd expect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, the whole thing, whole shebang, tables. It was awesome. And we're like, oh, we're gonna be playing up here, and they're like, no, you're gonna be playing downstairs. We're like, what's downstairs? It's a literal fucking garage. It was literally like the garage tournaments that you hosted, but on a bigger scale with like fold-out plastic tables and CRTs.
Yes.
There was a heater in the left corner.
Oh, I live for that. I used to run tournaments in my garage like way back in the day, so that makes me happy.
It was the single most like I've been in some ratchet venues. That is the most ratchet venue I've ever been in.
I don't know that I've really been in like that ratchet of a venue before. Like, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, my garage had class. My garage
was awesome. It doesn't count, all right? Hey, people like that shit.
I was
just
gonna
saying.
say,
People kept turning out for the tournaments. So.
All 5 of them. The legendary 5-man round robin garage tournaments,
No, bro.
baby.
Back in Smash 4, my garage house tournaments were the shit.
Yeah? How many did you get? 6?
More like 10, actually. They were actually pretty popular. As popular as you can be in Smash 4. There was actually...
Smash 4 South Dakota did not exist. If 10 entrants is like a high number...
A little bit more of a aside. There was actually a tournament we ran... I can't remember what the reason for this was, but like I think it was like the tournament right before the PR season ended.
Sure.
And there was like 6 or 7 of us that were all eligible for PR. So we did a best of 5 only bracket.
Sure.
But top 3 was best of 7.
That's powerful. That's honestly raw.
I got 4-0'd by True 9. And I wanted to die.
Bro, it's bad.
That hurt my soul.
You know, you get 2-0'd, it's like, oh damn, I got 2-0'd.
You get 3-0'd, it's like that hurt. But like it happens. You get
4-0'd?
Who the fuck gets 4-0'd in their entire life?
Man's got 4-0'd in bracket.
Dude, True 9 was my biggest fucking... So True 9, a little bit of side story. True 9 was like arguably like the best in South Dakota in Smash 4 for a while. And he played Ness. He was so fucking good.
Oh my god, he was like pre-Mewtwo Nev.
Yeah.
When Nev was cool.
But then just like for one reason or another, he had to like move back to I think Florida, and then like he moved back to whatever, and then
sure.
So he just didn't really get to participate much. But when he did, he was so good, and he was genuinely like I've had demons before, like demons I couldn't beat before, but I don't think any of them reached the level that he did, because he just beat me every fucking time we played.
I mean, I can think of one other demon that you had that was like that.
Go ahead. Who?
You know.
I don't actually. Who are we talking about?
Big Hero. Yeah.
Oh, kill me. Hey, the first time he played Hero though, I beat him. I'm just saying.
It was in a money match.
No, I beat him in bracket.
Did you?
Skilly?
Yeah.
Really? I beat him in bracket.
I know you beat him when you beat him.
I beat him when he
Palu once, and you beat his Hero once.
I beat him when he first. I've only beaten him once.
Really?
Yeah. The one time I ever beat him, he was playing solo Hero, and that was like when he first started playing Hero.
Yeah.
So like. That's the John, I guess, but yeah.
That clip will forever be like my favorite tragic Jace clip. It was so context on that. I'll also edit it in post, but it's really funny. Basically, Jace is up 2 stocks to 1, and was it shield break because of a crit? Right?
It was. So I got shield broken because of a crit when I was at like. I was at a decently high percent, so like it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And he was on one stock left at like a high percent. Mm-hmm. So he shield broke me and killed me. And as I'm coming down from the angel platform, he does hocus pocus, gets big, hits me twice, and I die.
Yeah. It was so fucked up.
God, my
favorite part of that too is Tony Z Tank doing commentary in the background, runs around the corner and just screams, "Oh, you got destroyed!"
I wanted to punch him in the face. I've never been more demoralized in my entire life.
It was the funny. And that was like game 2, I think. So you still had like at least one more game to play. And you were just so defeated. And it's like, damn,
it hurt my soul, dude.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
So anyway, yeah, the whole thing with, I'm actually wearing my VGBC jacket that I got when I went to back in 2017. I went to a Xanadu actually. And it was so cool to actually be at like the Xanadu venue for once, and I got to be on stream too.
Was that the old Xanadu venue?
No, it was the same one that they use now.
Okay.
It had the stage and everything, and
sure.
all that. Yeah, no, that's the same venue that they use for Glitch and everything.
Yeah,
and they had like the gamer chairs everywhere, and it was super cool.
Hold on, if we're going back to grassroots, does that mean we get the old Xanadu venue back? Please.
That'd be funny,
bro. You don't understand how much nostalgia I have for the old Xanadu venue.
I do.
I fucking love that venue.
That venue is hype.
There's just something so charming about the bright green walls. During watching Cody in a suit playing PM Wario with the bright green and purple walls.
I forgot they had green walls.
Yeah,
God.
That shit went hard.
Yeah, genuinely. If you are in the community in any capacity and you don't want this to happen, there's a few things you can do. Obviously, go support VGBC because they fucking need it more than anything right now. Keep tweeting about it. Make sure that Nintendo sees it. Make sure that Panda sees it. Make sure that everyone who can see it sees it, because that's the only way. Because right now, I personally think the goal should be to try and change Nintendo's mind. Yeah. Because if we can change Nintendo's mind and continue to run SWT, that's like best case scenario. Then we can deal with the Panda shit after that. Because whether we can get SWT back or not, Panda is going to have to answer for some of the shit that they did. So,
There is precedent for this too. For the Smash history buffs, Evo 2013, something similar to this happened where Evo announced their main lineup of games, and then for their last slot, they did a charity drive with like 10 different games. Which community can raise the most money for breast cancer research gets to be the last main stage game. And
it was
Melee
and Skullgirls.
It came down to Melee and Skullgirls, and Melee clutched it out. Huge scene was happy because this is our first time back at Evo in years. Going to be a huge moment. Going to be awesome. Nintendo of America shut it down. The Melee community, Kotaku, literally everybody fucking exploded at Nintendo.
Yep.
And they backed off. Reggie released the now famous No Johns video.
Yep.
And Evo had Smash Melee, and it was one of the most hype events at that tournament.
Sure. Didn't Mango won that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because was that the beginning? Yeah, that was the beginning of his three of his.
He only had 2.
He tried to get the 3 though. That's what I was thinking.
Nobody got 3. The closest was Mango and Armada.
Yeah, because Mango won 2013, 2014. Armada won 2015. HBox won 2016.
Yes.
Because 2016
was 2017 Levo? Leffen?
No. Because Leffen won Evo last year, didn't he? 2021?
He won the last Melee Evo.
Yeah, he won the last Melee Evo, whichever one that was.
So
it would have been 2021, I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. What was it? Because I think HBox also got 2, didn't he? Did HBox win back to back? Who the fuck won 2017?
Was it Armada?
I don't think so.
Evo Championship winners.
No, it was Armada. Armada was 2017.
Super Smash Brothers series.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2017
was Armada.
So 2013, Melee was
Mango, Armada,
and then Armada, and then HBox, and then
Armada,
2017 was Armada. Yeah.
And then 2018 was
and then
Leffen,
28 was Leffen,
2019,
and then 2019 and on, it did not exist. So
yeah. So like there is precedent for this. Like we
this is not this is it's annoying to realize that we have unfortunately had to do this multiple times.
Yeah.
But like clearly, enough pushback does work. We just need to keep talking about it.
And one other big thing that we have this time, back then it was just Melee.
Yep.
Brawl was basically dead, so it was Melee versus the world.
Yeah.
This is 2 games.
Yeah.
This is the 2 biggest these games have ever been.
Yeah. Not only Melee has, I would say Melee is probably the biggest it has been in the last, I don't know,
since like 2016.
Since COVID at least.
Yeah.
And then obviously Ultimate being, the biggest Smash game that has ever come out.
Yeah.
There's so many people who, their lives, for me personally, I know that if on the, off chance that the Smash community kind of does go under and there's not a whole lot we can do about it, I thankfully, have a lot of other things I could do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, that's one part of me that's just like gone.
Yeah.
And that would be so fucking hurt. That would just hurt me so much.
And I think that like a lot of us, this is just a part of our lives now.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it sounds like very overdramatic to say.
Yeah, right.
If this game does die and it does go under, like will we keep these same like friendships and stuff? That's worth fighting for.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the thing you got to realize is like me, like I know people like me. I mean, 99% of like the closest friends I've made have been in the Smash community, like for better or worse. But
yeah.
But yeah, so
I agree.
It's definitely not a fun situation. Fuck Nintendo and fuck Panda because they're just as guilty.
Yep.
Keep tweeting about it. Support VGBC.
Yep.
I mean,
and don't unless someone has a genuinely like very head ass take. Don't take this out on the players.
Don't be expecting the like players from Panda to do anything about it because like they don't know what's fucking going on. All right,
they can't do anything. They're like all of us. They're in the dark. So
stick to your normal pot shots at ESAM and just move on with your life.
I think that the best like player example of it too, just like real quick, like last note on this part of it is Cody IBDW.
Yeah,
he's been like probably like the smartest and the most like rational about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna wait to pass judgment until I've like read everything. But as it sits right now, this is not a good look, and I will leave Panda if they don't give a damn good
which shout out to Cody for that because I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I don't want to force the Panda players to say anything, but like that is the kind of response that should be given as a person who is a part of a company that is doing such shady shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but like fucking don't be attacking Waddy. Like you think Waddy knows what's going on? Like
Waddy didn't even know how this game works.
Yeah, Waddy doesn't even practice this game. Like leave him alone.
You can attack Mars though. Mars is an ass.
Well, he's all right.
Mars is
don't tell Andrew that. Andrew's
like
Mars'
damn.
Hey,
Andrew, you're gonna listen to this podcast. Mars is an ass because he doesn't give a damn about you.
Well, that's wait, is Andrew an O2er?
Out of state he is.
Sure. That was mean. Anyway, so
man's lost to Xeno Rose. I'm undefeated on that guy.
So yeah, we like we said, at the beginning, we had a bunch of other things we wanted to talk about, but we felt it was necessary to at least get that out of the way first.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's such a shitty situation, and I do genuinely hope that Panda does release something, because I want to have faith that they're not as evil as I think they are, but right now they're not really doing a good job of proving me otherwise. So
and like they have to deal with legal, they have to deal with everything else, whatever. Wait to pass judgment until we hear their official statement, and I think that pretty much sums up everything that we know about Panda right now and their involvement in it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna double check real quick and see if anyone else has done anything.
I don't think has Mars said anything? Because I know Esam tweeted about it. I know Waddy kind of tweeted about it. Mars hasn't even said anything for days at this point.
Has Plup said anything about it?
Let me look.
Because that's like another. Plup has been one of their most consistently big.
Strange. So his last tweet that he made before. So he tweeted about Pokemon. It looks like back on the 21st of November, and then his first tweet after that was retweeting the official Smash World Tour statement.
Plup?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes 100% sense.
So, all right, interesting. Has Cody said anything else about it, or did he just kind of leave it at that?
I did double check just because I was curious. Little Z, the YouTuber, posted a reaction image, and it's
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Z is not taking it well either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
why can't we just play the fun video game? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and so Cody actually tweeted about an hour ago, saying waiting. Also, everyone waiting for Panda's response, and trust me, I am too. My entire livelihood course depends on it. You're not getting one immediately. You definitely need to consult legal experts before releasing a statement that probably has hella confidential info.
Was that Coney?
That was Cody.
Oh, Cody. Okay.
Yeah. Has Coney said anything?
I'm double checking now. Sorry for ghosting. Was and am dumbstruck by the news. Hit me pretty hard. Anxiously awaiting on a statement from Panda/Nintendo. Wow. That is his most recent statement as of, according to Twitter, an hour ago.
So yeah, and so that means that once again, even Coney didn't know anything about it. So
yeah.
So yeah, once again, just do not attack the players. Focus your hatred on Nintendo and Panda. Well, the Panda higher ups.
I was gonna say hatred is a way too strong of a word. Demand change.
Yeah.
And if Alan was doing shady shit, then like we need to get him
out.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, just like blindly throwing hatred isn't gonna solve the problem.
Yeah.
So,
because I mean, literally by the looks of it, it looks like the only person who has any stake in this has been Alan. Mm-hmm. So I'm genuinely like. I'm genuinely not concerned about anybody else that I know, either personally or not personally, that works there that might be involved, because I don't think they are.
Except for Esam,
that
lying bald
that motherfucker.
that lying bald naked mole rat motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. Poor guy.
Tell me he doesn't look like the naked mole rat.
I gotta say, a lot of the I won't sugarcoat it. A lot of the shit is funny. But sometimes I just feel bad for the man, dude. Like, he just catches so many strays, like, almost seemingly on accident.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't meaning to make fun of him, but they do anyway.
No, a lot of it's intentional.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He's a very, like, easy person to make fun of. It's like, I don't know. a lot of people get a really weird like ego vibe from him, and it's like, dog, you by your own admission are not great.
Have you been to a major yet?
No.
That's
I was gonna go to Genesis, but then they changed the date.
Yeah, and then I went instead.
Yeah, and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was very upset.
Are you gonna go this year?
I don't fucking know. Is it happening?
Well, Genesis isn't part of the Smash World Tour. Well, because it's in January.
Yeah, but it could still.
It's also not part of the Panda Cup, so I don't. Well, that I guess, but
yeah,
at the same time,
it's up in the air. Do we know if
it is up
still
in the
gonna
air?
happen?
Yeah, so we don't know. But
Yeah.
if it does happen,
Yeah, if it happens, and I can get it off,
yeah, that's I'm looking to go to Genesis too. So
it is in January.
yeah. It's like last weekend of January, I think. So
That's tight. Warning for me.
right. Well, plus I'm not even sure if I can get that off realistically, just because I'm already gonna have to get a weekend off pretty quickly afterwards in February.
Yeah.
For a certain really awesome concert we're going to.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it off then for Genesis. Fuck. I'll just go to Riptide next year. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Dude, I'm gonna be so sad if Riptide doesn't come back. Which actually, Riptide actually made a tweet about the situation too.
Is they?
Yeah, they were talking about how disappointed they were about the whole situation. So,
Yeah.
if you didn't go to Riptide 2021 or Riptide 2022, you fucking need to. Riptide is so fucking sick. I love that tournament.
I will say, like, seeing Riptide like exist and do well makes me very happy because I remember I was watching one of the T-Lock locals because when I was like in middle school and early high school, I followed the shit out of VGBC and T-Lock.
Yep.
And two other commentators were like, "Hey, yo, you gonna go to Smash and Splash? The fuck is Smash and Splash? It's a Smash tournament at a water park.
Yeah.
So when you go 0-2, you can get drunk at the swim up bar.
My-
that sounds lit.
My little high school brain when I heard about Smash and Splash was just like,
I wanted to go
this is so.
bad.
And I actually went to Smash and Splash 5.
Is that the one like all of the Midwest went to?
Yeah, that was because that was
Yeah.
the last.
Yeah.
Not only was that the last Smash and Splash, it was also, I'm pretty sure, the first Ultimate Smash and Splash, because that was right.
Right.
Because it was right before Joker came out and right before Pichu got nerfed.
So I'm either thinking of 4 or 3, because I'm thinking of the one that HDK beat MVD.
I think that was.
Was that 3?
That was 4. That was 4.
4?
I'm pretty sure that was
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that
Bayonetta.
Nebraska Smash lore, that's the one that everybody was pissed about because that season he literally had a PGR win and was ranked 2nd in state.
Oh yeah.
And that shit was fucking wild.
Second to Nev, right?
I thought it was Cody.
It might have been. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but
I
I do remember that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
he was 2 in the scene, and literally everyone's like, "Why?" He
Why?
beat MVD and has like the same in state.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. I think Brian was tight about it for a little bit, and then
He did his Brian thing where he's just like, fuck it.
then
Then
he got goosed.
he got goosed and read some books and he was much better.
Yeah. Love the literary club. It's great.
Love the literature club.
Remember the Youth Christian Library? I do. How much of a Smash Brothers like Midwest boomer are you? I remember YCL, the underground gaming backroom tournaments.
Yes, sir. But no, Smash and Splash was fucking the first Smash and Splash and the only Smash and Splash I went to. Which, by the way, since we're talking about it, I miss beginning of Ultimate. When everyone's
Beginning of Ultimate was so much more.
dude,
fun than
everyone's spirits were high, and the biggest thing we had to complain about was like
Buffer. People are complaining about Buffer.
people complaining about the buffer. People complaining about Pichu,
Yeah,
and that was it.
bro. Get rid of all DLC. Get rid of all of it. Base game was the most fun part of this game.
Cool, I can go back to Solo Ridley and Mewtwo. I don't care. I'm already doing that now.
I have my turtle.
Yeah, you still have your turtle. Dude, I would be so down, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I'd have turtle. I'd still be fucking around with Cloud. It'd be great.
I obviously, I think the Fighter Pass 2 complaining can get to be a bit much from some people.
It's fucking justified as hell, though.
But man, the more I think about it, I'm just like, things were better.
The only FP2 characters that actually play Smash Brothers the way that God intended are Aegis and debatably Sephiroth.
Debatably Sephiroth.
It's like
if you count Wing playing the game.
every other character from FP2, Min-Min's literally just playing arms and sitting across the other side of the stage, throwing out arms like Dhalsim but without hitboxes.
Don't even get me started.
Fucking Minecraft Steve, Lamau.
Lol, Steve.
It just happened. That's fine. Fucking Kazuya's just playing Tekken. Sephiroth is kind of playing the game, but then has wing. And then Sora's just on the bottom of the screen, jumps up sometimes, throws magic, says, fire, fire! Goes back down to the bottom of the screen, runs the other side of the stage, from below the stage, does the same thing again.
See, but I think Sora's cool, though.
I think Sora has cool loops. Fuck that character's game plan to get there, though.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
That's like... Bro,
it's still, it's realistically, it's probably still just because I'm a big Andrew fan, but like...
I love Andrew to death. I love watching Andrew Sora on stage. The minute
out-
I have to fight that fucker and he sits there and he just perfectly spaces Nair and just sits back on the other side of the stage and throws fireball, I want to strangle him.
Shout out to Andrew Radiant Dawn 57.
Love that man.
I love
Fuck
him.
you.
He's great. If there's anybody I want more or to succeed more in the scene than anybody, it's Radiant.
Yeah.
I want to see him win.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Andrew go to the next Lua.
Yeah.
I want to see Andrew go to the next tournament, whenever that may be.
I was about to say, you better be careful there.
You know what I want? I want Andrew to I want us to learn Project L together, the League of Legends fighting game. We're gonna learn it together. We're gonna become training partners together. We're gonna both become hidden bosses. We're gonna go to fucking Evo, and it's gonna be me and Andrew and Grands.
That's
gonna be sick. I want that timeline.
I want Andrew to be the new CEO of Panda.
I want Andrew to be the CEO of Radiant Dawn Gaming.
Yeah, dude, I'd take that sponsor. Are you kidding me?
Joke's on you. You think you're getting a sponsor?
Yeah, fair enough.
Andrew ain't sponsored anybody but himself.
Joke's on you guys. I already have a good sponsor.
Haha.
Shout out to Bravo Esports.
I'm a part of a Silver League of Legends team.
Yeah!
Tex gave me permission to use the name when I sign up for Smash tournaments.
this just in.
Dean
is sponsored, not sponsored.
I did it. Revolutions per minute, Dean.
Revolutions per minute?
Yeah,
that's the name.
The team name is like Revolution Esports, and then like each of the different teams has like a different team name. And everyone voted on it and said that, yeah, Silver League is revolutions per minute. And I'm sitting there, we could have been Soul Silver. It would have been so sick.
That would have been much cooler.
Why the fuck aren't we Soul Silver? Who decided this?
Revolutions per minute. That is so lame.
It's whatever. It's whatever.
It's even worse that it's a league team.
Yeah. It's worse that it's a silver league.
It's a silver. Okay, you were a silver league team named Revolutions per minute. I hate you.
We're gonna win, baby. I'm gonna lead us to our first title. Me as the substitute support player. They're gonna sub
What do you think would happen if you walked up to any human being and they asked you what like one thing about yourself and you told them, well, I am the silver league player on the silver team Revolutions per minute known as Dean Stay Night. They're gonna look at you like you're a crazy person.
I am the substitute support player for the Silver League of Legends team Revolutions per minute. Bask in my glory.
Look at you like you're a crazy person.
No, they're gonna bow. They're gonna look at me and see King David and bow.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. So, in the event that Smash takes a dive.
Yeah.
If and when it does. What are your plans? Because
I already did this before. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna play the nearest tag fighter, and that's gonna be Project L. Because I love the League of Legends IP. I love those characters. I enjoy the way that. You want to talk about a parent company that actually does esports well? Riot Games. As much shit as they get for how they structure tournaments in League, they've been knocking it out of the park with Valorant, and they've been doing killer for TFT. They've been doing killer for Legends of Runeterra. They're gonna do the same thing for Project L. That shit's gonna be hype.
I hope so.
They've got tons of FGC people. Like I don't remember who the guy is who literally invented rollback.
Yeah.
Who's making rollback 2 for this game?
Yeah.
So like this has everything it needs, and it looks sick as hell already.
Yeah.
This game's gonna be hype.
Yeah, I don't know, because realistically, taking Smash out of my life, I don't think that would change a ton physically, honestly, because like right now I'm only going to one tournament a week because that's all I have time for.
Yeah.
But
work schedule
and whatnot. But I think if it does go under, I'm probably gonna try and focus my time on Melty Blood. Or Uni if I really feel like it, because I feel like Uni might be a little bit more fun for me. But definitely want to try and focus on other games because I feel like that is the one thing that is holding me back is that I do play Smash and like that's all I want to play as far as a competitive game because that's what I'm good at.
I think like if I'm playing another game competitively, it will, unless fucking Shiro gets in multi-blood type Lumina,
Woohoo!
in which case fuck Smash, bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck around I'll keep fucking around in type Lumina because I enjoy the game.
Yeah.
I'll fuck around in Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna grind Project L, and then I might just start making more anime content because I've been having a lot of fun with anime from this year.
True. Which,
Are
speaking of which,
do we want to do that next time?
I mean, we can
Next time. Actually, no. Let's do that at like the end of the year. That'll be like the end of year thing.
Yeah. Since one of the things we were going to talk about today was anime we watched in 2022. Not necessarily came out in 2022, but anime that we just so happened to watch this year.
And all of mine came out in 2022.
All of his came out in 2022. I'm pretty sure the only
one I didn't was Bebop.
Well, to be fair, I mean, off of what I've seen, I think the only thing that I watched that didn't come out in 2022 technically is Mob Psycho. Yeah.
All right, Phil, I'm gonna use the bathroom quick.
But yeah, the only show that I watched that wasn't released in 2022 was Mob Psycho. 'Cause I haven't seen season 3 yet. But otherwise, yeah, I watched My Dress Up Darling, Mob Psycho. I watched the Fate Grand Order Solomon movie. I watched just now finished or I caught up with Bocchi the Rock, and oh my fucking god, I dude, I just want to talk about that show. I want to talk about that show so bad. I want to talk about Bocchi so bad, dude.
Spoilers for when I make mine. It's the landing. Bocchi is my anime of the year, and I've been fucking okay. So
can we talk about Bocchi? I want to talk about Bocchi.
You just want to talk about Bocchi?
Let's talk about Bocchi.
All right.
Greatest show ever made.
If it sticks to I refuse to rate the show until it ends.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's an 8.5. It has the potential to be a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
If it just has to stick the landing, because the show is funny, the show is charming, the show is emotional, the show is relatable as fuck.
Dude, it's
I love every single character. I love the premise. What a fucking incredible show.
Dude, I was telling him this earlier, but I love that the main character is someone that could just fucking shred. They fucking shred the guitar.
Why does she have a better guitar than me?
Practice.
That doesn't mean shit.
You
can't practice gear.
Anime girl with unlimited amounts of money.
You can't practice gear.
Sure you can.
No, you can't. I can't just practice my ass off and suddenly walk away with a Fender Stratocaster Professional Series that costs $2,000.
Sure you can.
I gotta grind that shit.
Have you tried?
Yeah, I have.
All
I got was a baritone Squire Telly, which goes hard, but still.
Yeah, but I just caught up with it today, and oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
The
most recent episode as the time of recording, episode 8, is the third thing from this year, the third anime to make me cry. Guess what the other two are?
My Dress Up Darling and Kaguya.
No. Well, one of them, yes. Kaguya.
Kaguya.
My rewatch of Kaguya made me cry. Bocchi, and then that one episode of Pokemon.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because you know what happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As soon as I saw the OGT, I'm like, oh, that's really awesome. And then I saw everything. It's like my childhood.
My childhood.
And like actually started crying at work. And it was like, oh shit, I can't let the guys see this.
I still think my favorite part of watching that happen was when they cut to May, and who was the other girl with her?
Serena from XY. Yeah.
And they literally are wearing the lesbian flag colors on their dresses.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, they were not subtle about that at all.
Which is really funny because like Serena has to be bi, if anything, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because that means one of two things, right? It means they are like super like, yes, they are gay, have fun. Or B, that is just like the funniest coincidence ever that they just so happen to have those.
I think it's a coincidence because she canonically kissed Ash. It's like she's not gay.
Yeah.
She might be bi.
Yeah.
But no.
That's so funny though.
No, the only gay characters from this year are definitely Chisato and Takina from Like Horse Recoil. And
probably Nijika.
Maybe Nijika, but definitely
Kaita.
Definitely Kaita. Yeah.
She's so
gay. She's so literally like my reaction when she walked on screen and I was like, yeah, so I can't join this band because I'm in love with the bass player. I was like, she's gay.
God, I wish that were me.
She's gay.
I mean,
why can't women fawn over me for being a bass player?
Because you're not Rio.
Yeah, fair.
You gotta be.
I'm not a cute anime girl.
You're not blue-haired goth girl.
I'm not a cute blue-haired, big titty goth anime girl.
True. You get to work, dude. Come on.
I
Figure it out.
won't. I can't.
All right, fair enough. I mean, you can with technology. Not well, actually, probably not here though.
I was gonna say not here. A, B. It's disingenuous.
Fair enough.
So no.
No, yeah.
As funny as it would be, but no.
Yeah, Bocchi. And like, I just want to talk about Bocchi herself, because like, I mean, like,
First,
I've watched quite a few shows. I feel like there has never. Obviously, I have other characters that I relate to more in other shows. Snafu, but I don't know. I feel like there has never been a character that was like so just vividly like relatable to so many people more than Bocchi. Just like the inner turmoil that goes through her head all the time.
Literally everything that she has done in her band, I also did.
Yeah.
Literally every single thing I have also done.
It's just I just think they did such a good job, not only just from like an animation standpoint, because the animation in that show is fucking incredible.
Oh god.
But like just from like showing that she has all of these thoughts going in her head of like, oh god, am I fucking up? Am I doing this wrong? Like even me, like I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but like everyone's been there at some point.
Let me tell you, as an introvert, yeah, they fucking nailed it. And like on the note of the like animation, I'm trying to find who the studio is. Yeah, it's a Cloverworks production. So and like Cloverworks is known to be historically fairly hit or miss on like what shows they do that like turn out well, because yeah, they did like Promised Neverland and Rascal and
Emi no Gohan. Woo!
That was Ufotable.
Was that Ufotable?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought it was animated by the same person though.
Babylonia was Cloverworks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
But they did all those awesome shows. Then they did Persona 5 the animation. And something called Shadow's House.
Oh, you know why I thought that they also did Emi no Gohan?
Because the art style.
There's it's the art style.
The art style for Bocchi does have elements of
very
Emi no Gohan.
similar. It's the like squishy big eyebrows, no pupil eyes.
The chibi,
yeah, the chibi face.
Yeah, but like, so for a studio that's super like hit or miss, like often misses, for them to like pull out all the stops for this show, it's a labor of love.
Which, by the way,
they love this show.
Since we're talking about animation, have you seen the recent clips that have been going around about the like the recent My Hero episode?
Yeah, I have seen those.
It is so funny to watch a studio actively go out of their way to put 90% of their funding towards one show, and watching how that just is such a detriment to another.
Yeah,
because like, because Studio Bones, like, they're very obviously putting in most of their effort towards Mob Psycho. Because like, why the fuck wouldn't they?
And Mob Psycho is probably a way like less investment, higher return series.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they don't need to dedicate a team to like be animating this for fucking years.
Yeah. Meanwhile, My Hero is it's still going. It's still going.
This is season 6.
This is season 6, and the manga is still going.
Yeah.
So
at this point, My Hero, like they're better off passing My Hero along to like a Toei or whoever the fuck animates Bleach.
Yeah.
Because like that's a studio that can keep up with doing a long running shonen like this.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think 1,000-Year Blood War is going to be going on for that long.
No,
like I think it's just 26 episodes.
Yeah.
So once that's done, they could very easily just pass it off to them and be fine.
Yeah. And like that's a studio,
like,
and just watching like highlights and clips from 1,000-Year Blood War, they could handle My Hero fine.
No, my girlfriend Sev is huge Bleach fan. And she's been excited for the 1,000-Year Blood War to come out for so long. And I've just been like kind of like getting snippets of like watching it and like watching her reaction to it, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, say what you will about the actual show itself, it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
What
potentially
they've done.
Like animation of the year.
Yeah,
caliber.
exactly.
And like that's
except Bocchi's gonna win that.
Probably
not.
I'm thinking like what else I would give like animation of the year, because like consistency, I'm gonna argue Kage for everything, because that's my number 0.
Sure.
That's my number 0 of the year. Other than that, I could see an argument for Blue Lock.
I'll say, how good is Blue Lock's animation? Is it pretty damn good?
Blue Lock's animation is like they focus it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like when characters are just standing there talking is like anything else, but like when the actual like soccer scenes are happening, it's like
it's out of the park.
It's pretty solid.
Okay.
I'd say like the other one that Spy Family is super consistent with its animation. What else have I watched this year? It shouldn't go to Dress Up Darling, but it'd be really funny.
It'd be funny
because you know why.
Yeah.
you know exactly why.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah.
Love that show, by the way.
No, that show is unironically in my top 5 right now.
Unironically, fantastic show.
Yeah. Unironically, right now, it's my 4th of the year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Bocchi. Oh, no. I take it all back. Animation of the year right now has to go to Cyberpunk.
Oh, fucking
Cyberpunk is so pretty.
I haven't watched it yet.
That show is so fucking gorgeous, dude.
I need to watch
it.
that
It
show.
is like the epitome of Trigger as an art studio. It's incredible.
Because what else have they done?
Trigger?
Yeah.
They were like the main studio behind Darling in the Franxx. They did that one movie that came out and they got fucking holy. I need to remember what Trigger's done.
I was gonna say you got to give me more than Darling in the Franxx, Chris.
Give me a minute here. God,
remember when that show was coming out?
I do. I remember
people had a fucking.
I remember everyone's reaction to that series.
Ugh.
So Trigger, they did Kill la Kill. It was
okay.
It was the same group of people that did Gurren Lagann and then branched off from Studio Gonzo.
Fucking yeah. Of course.
They did Little Witch Academia.
Oh hell yeah.
What the fuck?
Was that a good show?
I don't know.
I never heard much about it.
I've heard it's decent. Characters look cute. Promare is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
Eli's a fan of that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also did Quad-esque Gridman.
Yeah, I'm glad you gave me more than Darling in the Franxx, because holy shit, that show is bad.
That was the first one I could think of. They did an episode for the Star Wars Visions anime that came out.
Nice.
They're doing the new Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
Let's go!
They did a show called Inferno Cop Fact Files.
What in the hell?
I don't know. I could not tell you. And brand new animal.
Oh, BNA.
BNA. Yeah.
Oh, so I just got a text message.
Yeah.
Me and Sev's new favorite thing that we've been talking about. I don't know if you saw me posting about it in our Discord, but to anyone else who doesn't know, if you haven't looked at the Japanese voice actors for the Mario Brothers movie, the voice actor for Mario is Light Yagami's voice actor, and the voice actor for Toad is Gilgamesh.
That's so fucking.
But here's
I can't wait for someone to dub over Toad. It's like Ningen.
But well, can I show you the picture? You can edit this in post later. I have to show you the picture that Sam sent me. So fucking... Remind me to send that to you later.
Please do. That's fucking incredible.
But you know what's even crazier than that I realized? So Light Yagami's voice actor is also the same guy who did Rintaro from Steins Gate.
Oh shit!
And do you want to know who Gilgamesh's voice actor also is? The fat guy from Steins Gate.
Oh
yeah. So it's like those two, and they're like
nice.
Companions in the Mario Bros. Movie. It's hilarious.
So it's the best character in Steins Gate and the worst character.
And the worst character in Steins Gate, which is why I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, everyone fucking hates that guy.
True, because
everyone likes his daughter more than him.
True. Oh yeah, spoilers.
I don't fucking care. Steins Gate came out in 2011.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, actually, if you want to get, is that when the visual novel came out?
Visual novel would have been like 07.
I was gonna say, I think they came out sooner than that.
Yeah, the visual novel came out way sooner. I was talking, the anime adaptation came out significantly later.
Yeah.
That was like, okay. Just because I have to say this real quick, because it reminded me. There was like a period of time where like, back when the anime community was still united and watched these 3 shows, like the last 3 from that era were Fate Zero, Steins Gate, and Madoka. 2 of those shows are good. Guess which 2?
Uh-oh.
You know my answer. Guess which 2?
Actually, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
You know my answer.
I thought you liked Steins Gate.
Yeah.
Fate Zero?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think Fate Zero is a good show anymore?
Zero's bad.
What?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
No. Okay.
What's wrong with Zero?
Zero on a mechanical level is good. Like,
Okay.
It has incredible production, it has incredible sound design, all that stuff, everything.
Sure.
Zero is like well produced. The characterization for half the cast is great. Kirisuga's a terrible character,
Oh.
and they bastardize Saber.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. That's
But
that's enough to hold it back for me.
But they had the guns and the servants and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. You want cool guns and servants? Fucking watch Apocrypha.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will deadass recommend Apocrypha over Zero for that case.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. You wanna know why? Because Kyrie and Mildred are fun and they like each other and they're not trying to kill the planet. They're trying to kill one bitch.
That's a good point.
Fuck Kiritsugu.
But then is that so? Then my question is like, do you hate Kiritsugu on like a personal level or on like a bad writing level?
I would have to rewatch the show to see if I could come up with bad writing, but very definitely on a personal level. On a personal level, I don't agree with his methodology, and I don't agree with his methods. I think his way of thinking is flawed as hell.
Is that necessarily a bad thing though?
Not necessarily.
To disagree with it?
It's not necessarily a bad thing to disagree with it, but like, I'm gonna save the innocent, and I'm gonna make sure that as few innocent people die as possible. Proceeds to blow up a building to kill one dude, and then say to himself, "I've gone soft."
Okay, fair. You've made an excellent point. So he's
this guy.
He's a hypocrite.
People like him? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, you're right. Let me point to the other saint that I know. Kire Kotomine.
Kire knows he's an evil bastard, and I love him for
it. Yeah, I can see where the issue would be that like Kiritsugu is like a bad guy, but like he doesn't think he's a bad guy.
He's the bad guy that the series tries to portray as a good guy.
Yeah.
Because it was written by a fucking man-child. And I love Gen Orobuchi, because Orobuchi also wrote Madoka, and I think he did a fantastic job with Madoka. I don't think that he and Nasu worked together on what Zero should be about, and that's why...
Wasn't there a visual novel for it too, though?
No.
Oh.
It was a manga.
Oh.
It was either a manga or a light novel. I don't remember which, because they go fucking back and forth. No.
Oh, weird.
No. The only Fate visual novels that are like actual visual novels are Stay Night and Hollow Ataraxia. And then Rialto Nua,
which is just Fate Stay Night, but
yeah,
updated.
It's Stay Night with no porn.
Fate Stay Night without the booties.
Yeah, so worse.
Shut up. Oh, God.
One of them is actually plot essential.
Yeah, I know.
Debatably two.
God.
And all of them are hilarious because they're so out of place.
Yeah, we sure are Fate fans, huh?
Bro, I've never laughed as hard as I did during the first sex scene in the Fate route. Because it's just so, like, poorly written, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt reading Tsukihime, too.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. You gotta keep in mind.
Oh, God.
You gotta keep in mind, right? Because, like, the sex scenes in Fate, you know, are poorly written. But that was in, like, 2006?
Yeah.
2006. Tsukihime came out in 2000.
Yeah.
They were especially bad back then.
Yeah.
And the uncanny art style didn't help either.
Mm-hmm. Well, and, like, Nasu did not want to make it in Eroge. Yeah. But, like, in the world, he didn't think that it would sell if it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then it became better known for being...
everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God. Because... Thank you, Tsukihime. Dude, I still need to finish the remake.
I was gonna say, how far are you on that?
I got past...
You're, like, well into CL, right?
No. Well, because the CL route hasn't been finished yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm still doing the Arcuit route.
You're past the mini boss though, right?
I'm past Vlav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Oh no, Vlav is the mini boss. It's like the fucking release of Type Lumina straight up told us that.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I just got past Vlav and got introduced to Mario.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like that whole shindig. So, but I haven't been reading it. Yeah.
Because you've also been reading.
Because I've also been trying to finish Higurashi, which I'm still not fucking done with yet.
I've got like another hour left. I can finish.
Dude, oh my God, dude, I keep thinking I'm like that much closer to the end, and I'm just not.
Don't you love that though? When like you're reading something and you're like, man, I gotta be like halfway through, and like 5 hours later, then the second OP plays.
That's the craziest thing about Higurashi, right? Is that they take a scenario that could easily be written off as like just like a 10-second scene in like an anime, right? Mm-hmm. But they take that scene, turn it into like a 30-minute dialogue that's well written and makes sense and it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, what is... God damn it.
So, spoilers in post. I'll put a timestamp to this part if you want to dodge it. Yeah, spoiler talk about part 2 specifically. When they're like when he's walking.
Let me clarify before you continue with this. Where are you at in part 2?
It's same as I was last time because I've been
Which
busy.
was... I need to make sure I don't spoil anything for you.
So I haven't finished it yet.
Right.
He just got off the phone with Shion. And he like talked to fucking cop's name.
Oishi.
Oishi, yeah. He just talked to Oishi again.
Okay.
And yeah, hasn't heard from Shion in like a couple days.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, anyway, when he's walking with like, my name is Shion. He's walking with Shion, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the toy store so that I can like go get a doll or something real quick." And he's like, "All right, cool. That sounds." Wait a minute, because he flashes back to like all of his memories, and like Rena said that Mion really wanted me to give her the doll because yeah, she's a tomboy, but she has feelings too.
She has feelings too.
Oh shit! And then he has like this whole like, realization. He's like, "Oh, I get it. I'm sorry. I've been like treating you like this whole time." Mion's like, "I'm Shion. You're Shion. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I should have noticed sooner. Let's get you that doll." Walks into the toy store and Mion's there standing like, "Hi, why are you here with my sister?" He's like, "Wait, you're two different people?" I've never told you I wasn't Shion.
Dude, I fucking...
That scene made me cry and then facepalm and then die of laughter.
It is so funny how quickly they were able to get people on board with the idea that she was Mion.
It's so
Only for them to be like, nope. Psych.
Fucking like that alone is enough to cement to me that Higurashi could potentially be one of the best written things ever.
Yes.
And I just need to finish it.
And I can tell you as somebody who is
almost
an
done.
hour away from being done.
Your fifth last hour. Attack on Titan final season part 9.
Yeah, exactly. As somebody who is on chapter 8 and almost done, it is probably the best thing I have ever read.
Yeah.
The best piece of media I've ever consumed. It like and I wish I was like I'm not even exaggerating. Like it genuinely like has hit every single chord that it needed to for me to be like the best thing ever.
I was gonna say because its reputation for the anime adaptation, the reputation in like late 2000s, early 2010s was like best horror.
Yeah.
I've been like reading it now. It's more of a thriller, and I'm much more of a fan of that.
100%. Yeah, I think because looking
it's unnerving, it's unsettling.
Yeah, looking at some of the stuff that they did in the anime, it felt like they were trying to make it more of a horror style thing when that's not really what it is.
Yeah,
there's horror elements for sure, but I feel like the biggest thing is that it's a thriller. That it's a thriller, and first and foremost, it's a mystery.
Yes,
because it's the thing that has always been the coolest thing to me is the idea that they're trying to get you to make your own theories and make you try and figure out what you think the answer is to all the secrets.
And that's what I love about the after. Like I know there's an after party for each chapter.
Yes.
I know. I love that the after party for chapter 1. They're straight up like, so what the fuck do you think?
So what do you think is happening? Because we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, the characters just straight up are like talking to each other, but also talking to the audience, wink, wink, and being like, "Hey, yo, the fuck's going on, Chief? You decide," and then they'll give you the answers later, because we're fucking Higurashi.
Yeah. Rena and Mion tried to kill you, and then you killed them instead, and now you're dead too. So, bro, what do you think happened?
Bro, he fucking tore out his own throat. What the fuck's that about?
Couldn't tell you. Do I know the answer? Probably. Can I tell you? No.
If you don't know the answer at this point,
I do know the answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would be surprised if that's something that they saved for that late.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. Never mind. I'm trying not to spoil too much, so.
I was going to say, you're trying not to spoil things for the guy that already had, like, everything spoiled.
Yeah, I suppose. But, but...
I shouldn't say everything. I should say, like, half of everything. I think a lot that I don't know.
I don't know if we mentioned this in the last podcast when we were talking about our 3x3s, and I had mentioned Higurashi, but yeah, Dean knows a lot of, like, the actual spoilers for the entire thing. But even then, the things he knows still don't add up to the entire, like, what is happening.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Yeah. Like,
there's so much more he still doesn't know.
And I won't go like full spoiler talk, because we'll save that for a future episode later.
Once you actually finish Higurashi, and then we can talk to our friend Cole about it.
Yeah, we'll talk to Cole. Maybe does Justin finish it?
No, he's still reading it. I think he's on chapter 3 now.
Okay, so yeah, we'll talk to Cole. Jordan finished it. We can get Jordan on.
Jordan, yeah, we can get Jordan on it. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Shout out to the group.
Yo, the gang, the squad.
Yeah, Cole. I think Cole has been the one that I've been like talking to the most about me going through Higurashi, and I think he's been getting a kick out of it. So.
Yeah, I remember I like was texting my reaction like on Discord, messaging back and forth with my reaction to the end of chapter 1. I'm like, so that happened.
Yeah,
and he was just like, dude, I know. And it was like, the writing's pretty damn good. He was like, I know. I'm like, I'm sorry that I ever thought Attack on Titan was good. And he said, I don't forgive you. Like, that's fair.
Me, but with Ruby.
Yeah.
God.
So one of those shows could be defended for thinking it's good. Season
and
one
the
of
other...
Attack on Titan didn't completely suck.
Yeah.
Ruby had one good volume.
See, they both had one good volume.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So they could be defended in some way or I don't even want to go into this conversation.
I
don't want to make it sound like I'm defending Ruby.
You're not even
oh
gonna
my
try.
God,
You still have the scythe somewhere.
It's garbage.
Scythe is cool though.
Dude, Jordan posted a figure of a character from some RPG she was playing, and I was just like, oh my God, like who? Because she was holding like a really cool looking scythe too, and I was like, who is that? They have a scythe. I want to figure that out. And my fucking friend responded to, he's like, the like the after effects of a strange obsession with Ruby.
The old habits die hard.
I'm just like, you motherfucker.
I mean, where's the lie?
Scythes are cool, man.
Where's the lie?
Look, all I'm saying is that if that fucking weapon was
in a better show,
any other show,
yeah,
everyone would love it.
Yeah,
because that thing is sick.
Bro, you love scythe characters so much.
I do.
Yeah,
scythes are so cool. It's the idea that like someone can be that good at fighting and that cool at fighting while wielding whatever the fuck that thing is supposed to be. Something that is so top heavy that it just does not make sense to fight.
Yeah. Big fan of I think that if you ever got into BlazBlue, you would probably play Ragna specifically because he has a scythe.
You think so?
Yeah. That's it. You'd either play Ragna or the second biggest titty bitch in the game.
I'm pretty sure that's who I played, actually. Is she the one with the spear? Who's the one with the spear?
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
She has a spear that looks like fucking Gay Bulg.
I couldn't tell you.
But that was when I played Central Fiction for like an hour. That's who I played. It was her.
I remember when I was touching the game for a little bit, trying to like dip my toe into it. The fucking character that won Evo 2014 with like the spinning stick, and she has like the stance, and she has like the yin yang thing. Whatever the fuck's going on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In post. This bitch. I think it's like Litchi or some shit. I don't know. I liked her because she had cool buttons.
My favorite character from that game isn't even the character that I play. It's the character that Cole plays.
Which character is that?
Haizama, I think his name is. He's got the hat and the green hair.
Oh yeah.
Because one of his supers is he fucking donkey kicks you to the air and just goes, yeah!
Yes!
I fucking love him.
I'm a big fan of Jubei the cat.
Yeah,
he's just a cat.
He's just a cat.
He's a fucking samurai cat. He's
what the fuck were we talking about? Talking about Higurashi.
How did we get this? Is a spiral.
That was a fucking spiral and a half.
Don't you just love the tangents?
Welcome
to Tangents, the podcast.
Tangents, the podcast, the talk show at a tangent.
Remember when we were talking about Smash World Tour?
Yeah, remember we were talking about how shitty Panda was?
Yeah, now we're talking about fucking
Higurashi.
Yeah.
Go read Higurashi. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'll finish it.
You can buy the entire collection on Steam right now.
The holiday sale's got to be coming up close, right?
Yeah, and I imagine it'll be on sale.
Yeah. It goes on sale regularly enough, anyways. So.
And not only that, if you're not sure if you want to buy the whole series, you can get the first chapter for free. And if you don't like it, you don't have to continue. If you do like it, then there you go.
Yeah, I will say.
That being said, chapter 1 has to be one of the greatest fucking like hooks to anything I've ever seen.
It demands an investment, but yes, if you give it that like the first time you meet Tomitake.
Yeah.
Like, if you get it to that point, because that's about, like, an hour and a half of time.
You have to get past the, like, club meetings, which, by the way, some of the most fun parts of the series, too.
Yeah.
So.
They're adorable, they're endearing, but they aren't for everyone. Like, there's some people that will initially turn off.
Some people just want to get to the mystery part of it.
But that also does supply a lot of necessary context, so.
It supplies a lot of necessary context and character development.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it just shows the kind of group they are.
Yeah.
So,
Man, I can't wait for when the group eventually kills Batman. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Why are they killing Batman?
Because Batman is the one that.
Spoilers. Edit it in post.
I was gonna go back in. I'm gonna bass boost it, make it louder.
Batman's the one that.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that's us shilling for the last little bit about shows that we like. TLDR. Fuck Panda. Don't fuck the players. Esam is bald.
Don't
Read Higurashi,
don't fuck.
watch Bocchi.
Yeah, maybe don't fuck the players, and also don't go after the players.
I mean.
Anyway.
I'm not saying anything, but you get breezy, you don't got a job, you need a sugar daddy.
Yeah, like you have the money to be a sugar daddy.
So I bought a lottery ticket. I might.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yes, fuck Panda, fuck Nintendo. Support your local scenes.
Watch Bocchi.
Watch Bocchi.
Fate
read,
Zero sucks.
Read Higurashi.
Fate Zero sucks.
Fate Zero sucks.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of this podcast for today. So
What a wild ride
what
was.
a fun one today was.
How did we get there?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
So that'll be it for us today. Thank you for watching. We'll hopefully be back again soon for another episode, maybe with a guest next time.
Hopefully.
So we'll see where we get to.
Yeah.
So, goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Okay, but actually, how the fuck did we get there?
I don't know.